The guts of the stray dog always stank of recycled air, unwashed bodies, and the faint metallic tang of desperation. We were supposed to be on patrol, but mostly we were just drifting, waiting for something to break or someone to finally snap. Tiny was trying to teach a three-legged rat he'd named Lucky to fetch his spent ammo casings, mostly by roaring at it. Twitch Mulligan was nervously polishing a grenade, humming some off-key dirge. Anyone else feel like this whole damn ship's held together with spit and Sergeant Growler's bad temper? He muttered, "It's the spit I'm worried about," I grunted, trying to coax some life out of a flickering console that was supposed to display our long-range sensor feed, but mostly showed static that looked like a dying man's brainwaves. Growlers. Temper at least gets shit done. Sometimes. That's when the universe decided to prove Twitch right. A shudder, not the usual groan of stressed metal we were used to, but a sharp, tearing violence that threw Lucky into a bulkhead with a sad squeak. Red lights strobed, casting the corridor in the color of fresh blood. Klaxons blared like souls in torment. "Boarding action! Deck 4, aft section, all hands repel boarders!" screamed the ship's AI, its voice usually a prim nanny, now hysterical. "Deck 4? That's where they keep the bloody nutrient paste that tastes like donkey vomit." Tiny roared, scrambling for his oversized plasma cannon. "They can have it! Move your asses, you goddamn degenerates!" Sergeant Growler Grimaldi's voice cut through the chaos, already thick with the smell of ozone and something else. Something acrid and alien. "Grease, get Iron Mike off his charging plate. The rest of you with me. Looks like the Xert Collective decided to pay us a house call. The Xert. Lovely bastards. Imagine a praying mantis fucked a diseased squid, then dipped the offspring in corrosive slime. They were all needle-like limbs, chittering mandibles, and a penchant for spraying digestive acid that could turn your face into a melted candle. "Iron Mike is—" "Ah! He's coming, Sarge!" Grease Kowalski yelled back, his voice tight. We could hear the heavy, clanking thud of our pet golem lumbering down the corridor, probably taking out a few support struts as it went. Iron Mike wasn't built for the stray dog's narrow guts. He was a walking, shooting, 10-foot-tall violation of internal ship safety regulations. We met the first wave of Exazert near the engine access conduit. They scuttled out of a fresh breach in the hull, a jagged hole spitting vacuum and alien. Filth. They were fast, all clicking claws and bubbling hisses. Twitch, despite his jitters, managed to roll a thermal detonator right into their midst. The blast was contained but brutal, spraying alien gore and chunks of our own ship across the deck. "Nice one, Twitch," Growler barked, firing his pulse rifle. Into the smoke. "Try not to blow a hole in our bloody air supply next time." "No promises, Sarge," Twitch shrieked back, already fumbling for another toy. Iron Mike arrived then. A beautiful, ugly mountain of scarred plasteel. Its single red optic glowed. "Targets acquired! Exterminate!" it boomed, its voice a synthesized growl that vibrated your teeth. Its rotary cannon whined to life, spitting death into the tide of chittering horrors. Alien limbs and carapaces exploded like rotten fruit under a hammer. "Oi, Mike, leave some for us!" Tiny bellowed, wading in with his plasma cannon, each shot turning a Xert into a steaming puddle of goo. He was laughing, the big dumb bastard. Only Tiny could find joy in this meat grinder. I ducked under a swipe from a clawed limb that would have taken my head off, planted my boot into the alien's multi-jointed leg, and emptied my sidearm into its bulbous eye cluster. It collapsed with a wet, gurgling sigh. "Anyone got any spare ammo clips? These bastards are eating bullets like they're bloody candy." "Check their pouches when they're dead," Growler yelled, kicking a twitching Xert corpse. Sometimes. These slime balls carry useful trinkets, or at least something we can sell to that fence on Cygnus Prime. The fight devolved into a series of brutal, close-quarter skirmishes in smoke-filled corridors lit by emergency strobes and muzzle flashes. The air was thick with the stench of burnt alien, our own sweat and the coppery smell of blood. Theirs. And ours. Grease took a Xert energy whip across the arm, screaming curses as his sleeve smoldered. I slapped a medipatch on it. "Walk it off, Grease! Iron Mike needs his nanny!" We pushed them back, foot by bloody foot. Iron Mike was a fortress, absorbing hits that would have vaporized any of us, its heavy feet crushing alien bodies into the deck plating. Finally, the last few ex-Xert, seeing their assault broken, tried to scuttle back to their boarding craft. "Oh no, you don't," Growler snarled, leveling his rifle. "You made a mess. You get to stay for the cleanup." He stitched a line of fire across their escape route. When it was over, the silence was almost as deafening as the battle. Deck 4 was a charnel house. Alien ichor dripped from the ceiling, mixed with our own ship's leaking fluids. We were panting, bleeding, and covered in filth. "Status?" Growler grunted, wiping green slime from his face. "Still breathing, Sarge." Twitch coughed, examining a dent in his helmet. "Think I swallowed some of that Xert juice, though. Tastes like regret." Tiny was already rummaging through the alien corpses. "These spiky bits look like they'd fetch a good price. Maybe I can make a new collar for Lucky, if he survived." "All right. You vultures," Growler sighed, but there was a hint of a grim smile on his face. "Secure the breach. Grease, see if Iron Mike needs more than a paint job. The rest of you, start cataloguing any alien tech worth a damn before High Command sends. Some pencil pusher down here to claim it all, and someone find the damn nutrient paste. All this killing's made me hungry. We were the scrap dogs. We'd saved our rust bucket ship, not out of heroism, but because it was the only damn place in the galaxy that hadn't thrown us out an airlock yet. And if we could strip a few dead aliens for parts and profit in the process, well, that was just good soldiering.
Iron Mike leads the way, his circuits glow. With his steel fist clearing paths through the foe.